Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a long time, Michael. How you doing?
Pretty good. Good to see you, John.
Yeah, great to see you too. How's everything been going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Hang on. Let me just look here. Look behind us.
I think everything's
Oh,
I think everything's going good over there in the
no,
meta.
we're not on the screen yet.
Or not.
No.
Interesting.
You want to pop in there and fix the screen?
Let me see. Yeah, I can jump on and fix the screen. Let's see. We're trying to do this.
No, it's great actually. Like seeing your avatar kind of come to life there as you put your bits on.
Yeah. So I see us in the background. So okay, it looks good to me. I see
Oh
us in
yeah.
the background. Yep.
Oh.
So, all right. Well, I think we can go ahead and get into it. As always, great to be here. We're upgrading as we go. So, we're in our new offices over here in kind of the North Dallas area. Maybe send some pictures and everything later on. But why don't we just go ahead and get right into it? I think we had a great AMA earlier today. A lot of people showed up for that.
It was very
We had
good.
it both on. It was very good. I think a lot of people were happy with the updates there. So let's go ahead and start off with what we discussed earlier. We'll just kind of run through this real quickly. So we started off with our lending program. So the lending program is essentially three different programs. It's the traditional mortgage product where anybody can get a house, anybody can get a mortgage product. It can involve crypto. It doesn't have to involve crypto. It's really a flexible type of product that will allow us to really cater to people who don't have to be crypto people. So that's pretty exciting there. The other product that we have, which is really an innovative product here, is the Keep Your Crypto staking loans, where you can essentially stake your Bitcoin or stake your Ethereum. There's over 30 different coins that we support on that. And instead of having to sell your crypto to buy a house or to sell your crypto to put a down payment into the ecosystem to buy a house, you can stake your Bitcoin, you can stake your Ethereum, and we'll give you a cash loan, non-recourse, which means we won't come take your home if you can't pay back the loan. You just give us your Bitcoin, you take the house, it's free and clear, or you can continue paying back that loan. And then once you pay back the loan, we give you your Bitcoin back, you keep the house, you keep the Bitcoin. It's really a great program. So we're very excited about that whole, this innovative product, this evolutionary product we're calling Keep Your Crypto. The third one here, which involves our unique lending pool solution, is the hard money loans for people who fix, flip, or do new construction loans. So essentially there, we have a product that allows people to come in, request a loan from the lending pool, from the community lending pool, and then that community lending pool can vote on, the token holders can vote on if they want to give that loan. If they don't want to give that loan, they can set the interest rates. There's a whole number of items that the community has proposed that they would like to have control over, they will have control over. And so those are the three loan products that we talked about a little bit earlier today. That brings us into the third part of that, which is the hard money staking program. So the hard money loan program really gives the token holder, so anybody who holds BankSocial tokens, has the full control over the liquidity pool that's been created for the purposes of funding hard money loans. This is a really unique and evolutionary way of doing lending for asset-backed loans. I'm not aware of, or we're not aware of anybody who's done this yet. So the way this works is we've got the proposal system that's about to be launching. We've currently been utilizing the Telegram chat as a proposal mechanism to get ideas, to get the community to discuss. The community makes decisions, and then those get put into the DAO for voting. We're very quickly going to be having a proposal system now that we're ready to start doing the staking and lending. so that the community can create its own proposals just as it is now, but it's a segregated environment for creating proposals, bringing those proposals that the community wants to the top, and then of course voting on which ones go to the DAO so that those can then be turned into votes and then turned into actionable items. So the DAO piece and the proposal piece, we do have a few proposals that the community has been discussing in the chat room that have bubbled up to the top that will be going into the DAO. And for now, as those continue to bubble up to the top, as the community pulls together these concepts, I think the most recent ones that have bubbled to the top are the criteria for lending, and then the tokenomics behind the token. So the community has made it clear that they maybe want to change some of those things, and so the proposals are being floated right now, and those will be put into the DAO system by the community. So some very exciting things there. I think the most exciting thing that we came across today was the our FinTrack regulation. So Michael, I know you saw that. That was your first time seeing that. What was your reaction when you first saw that?
I mean, it's big. The FinTrack puts us in Canada, right?
Yeah, FinTrack puts us in Canada, all of Canada with the exception of Quebec.
With the exception of Quebec, that covers the UAE license, the US license, and now Canada.
Yeah, so the US license we haven't really talked about a lot, and I don't think a lot of people got that out of the communication today, but we'll be doing more about the US license. You did? You got that? Good. So we are also licensed by FinCEN, which is the United States Financial Crime Enforcement Network, and that's just who regulates money service businesses, which crypto exchanges fall into that category. So our FinCEN license in the U.S. gives us the capacity to go after 22 states, and we have all of Canada. We're working for Europe. We didn't talk too much about that today, but we are working to get the e-money version of what we have in Canada and what we have in the United States in the EU. And so really bringing a comprehensive worldwide solution to the table is really exciting. Talking really quick about staking and some of the products. So there were some questions today, and there have been questions from the community about, we've got debit cards coming up. We've got the ability to get lower interest on your loans, lower rates on your loans. We've got the ability for you to get lower exchange fees when you're exchanging crypto in and out of fiat. And then, of course, we've got the staking pool. We want to be clear that there's no multiple staking pool solution. You stake to one single pool and you get the benefits of all those ecosystems. So you stake into the social liquidity pool, you make a vote the community makes a vote to give out a loan. Whatever interest is returned, you get your pro rata share of that interest. In addition to staking in that pool, you automatically qualify by staking into that pool for your interest for lower fees on interest rates, for higher debit card rewards. You qualify for higher tiers of debit cards, and you qualify for the lower rates on the exchange tiers. So this is a really novel approach to staking and stake pools. Instead of making people choose between one or the other, we've combined them into one so that really you can maximize, and again, the stake pool is controlled by the BankSocial token holders. So really, when a loan goes out and you start getting your interest, that's your primary goal, primary focus. As a token holder, that's my primary focus. The secondary products that we're bringing to the market that are really not directly involved with the SLP are benefits of being in the SLP, the social liquidity, social lending pool. So we wanted to clear that up because there have been some questions, but I think after today, a lot of people really love that there was going to be one staking pool, one staking solution, and that everybody could participate in that. So that was really great. We got a lot of great feedback on that. Talking through more regulatory approvals. So we're also in the final stages of our NMLS approval, which gives us, that's the nationwide mortgage and lending system. That gives us the ability to do loans and lending that are not hard money loans, just for regular people. One thing I didn't talk about today, which I'll kind of talk about a little bit right now, is we've been working with the Texas Blockchain Council to implement the first in Texas blockchain-based title company. And that's going to work right alongside with, that's going to work right alongside with BankSocial and Financial. And the name of that company is going to be Chain Title. So it's going to be focused on helping people complete crypto transactions. And we can talk about that more later, but that was another thing that didn't come up on today's AMA that I wanted to bring up. So really building a comprehensive suite of products. That doesn't directly relate to the BankSocial token staking pools, of course, but it does relate to just the ability for this community to continue to grow and benefit in some ways. So we've been talking about how BankSocial token holders, as part of any closings that they're involved with, could have lower fees, lower insurance rates, things of that nature. We still don't have the full grasp on that, but certainly some of these benefits will start to manifest as we get through that. In addition to that, we're working on, there were some hints this morning that some people wanted me to give out. And Michael, you're aware of kind of where we started with this, but there is something we're working on that, we're very excited about. I don't want to go into it too much more, but if you go through the chat room, you'll kind of get an idea of the in the regulatory side. There's certainly more than less going on, and the reason why is we've just seen that there are so many exchanges and crypto-focused companies that aren't going after the regulatory side, and
it's important to do it right from the beginning.
It's important to do it right. Absolutely. It's for longevity. It's for, community. It's really for the whole ecosystem to thrive as these products start to launch very quickly. Then we talked about the team. So, a very important component of all this is the team. And we went through the team, which currently includes Nick Covington, who's a longtime broker here in Dallas, just really an acquaintance. I'm not, I wasn't a friend of his or anything like that, just an acquaintance. And, I talked to several brokers about joining the team, what they could bring, and he really saw the ability and already had a few crypto closings under his belt. And we've really been able to brainstorm some unique ways to perform crypto closings that aren't standard and aren't, a path that's being utilized a lot. And so very excited about that. And that's Nick Covington. He's heading up our mortgage and lending opportunities. And then some other great onboardings we've done are we've got 2 attorneys that are fantastic. One of them is a former federal what's the office? Not the Attorney General's office. The
district attorney or federal attorney?
No, it's not. It's the the federal. It's the federal courts. He was the head of one of the major districts of the U.S. Attorney's Office. That's what it is. That's what it is. So he was and focused on. This guy. I can tell you, he was the guy who was involved with bringing down Enron. I don't know if I can say that, but I'll say it because I think it's really cool. But he was You've watched that, smartest guys in the room. So he's our general counsel, as well as he's well versed in SEC compliance, MSB compliance, FinCEN compliance. He was one of the earliest attorneys to get involved with crypto with regard to crypto Bitcoin ATMs. So he's very well versed in crypto. In addition to just being a fantastic and awesome attorney, he's extremely well versed in crypto. So it's a great marriage of smart, capable people. Very exciting. I can't say enough about the guy. And we also have another on board who's working in a compliance manner. So with FinCEN and with FinTrack, with all these regulatory bodies, you have to maintain AML policies. So AML stands for anti-money laundering. So we have to ensure that not only are we, following AML policies, but that we have them audited, we have them updated. Everybody in the company knows what they are. Whoever's dealing with, consumer or customer interactions knows what it is. So we have a compliance officer as well. Operations manager is something we've recently brought on. And then, of course, the PR and marketing. And we'll be making announcements on those people, but they're already engaged, as well as a team, anywhere from sometimes part-time, sometimes full-time, about 5 devs that we've used in different forms and fashions. So the team is, as I said earlier today, we want to be light, nimble, agile, kind of a SEAL Team 6 of excellent people that can come in and take care of problems and are passionate about taking care of problems and that understand the crypto space. And we're really starting to do that. So it's very exciting. We've seen a tremendous amount of progress. Some of the questions that came up today that I can address really quick are, we've had questions about the social liquidity pool and the financials around it. And so we're looking at a roll up and a couple of screens that we can put on the website that will give real-time visibility into just how much is in each social liquidity pool. When the DAO votes on loans, when the tokens holders vote on loans, that'll be automatically rolled up, and we'll see what outstanding loans we have. We're going to be minting NFTs for each one of those loans that contain all the relevant information that the community votes on. So as part of a loan being given out, the automatic process will mint a NFT, and that will be used as a tracking mechanism for what loans are outstanding out of the SLP. So there's some really, really cool things that we're working on bringing to the community so that to give them more visibility and self-management capacity. So I guess on the other side of that, just a lot of questions that, we really can't answer. We had some questions about the debit cards. So debit cards, what we decided to do with debit cards was we had a fully functioning, and we still do. It's not something that's gone away. We have a fully functioning debit card solution for citizens of the United States. Initially, we thought that would give citizens initially it was supposed to be a worldwide solution. Then it was a U.S. citizen solution that could be used anywhere in the world. And then it turned out to be a U.S. solution that can only be used in the U.S. And so as that funnel started to narrow, we really looked at it and we said, is there a different experience that we can bring to our users? And we're in the process of finalizing a worldwide solution, or a solution that has a much broader net. It may not hit every corner of the globe, but it's certainly not just going to be 1 or 2 locations. It will be the majority of the globe. And so we decided that it may be best, instead of onboarding one solution and then trying to migrate everybody and their funds from one bank account to another bank account, and then funds get left behind. We really don't have the control like we did when we did the token migration. So if you recall, Michael, when we did the token migration, we got everybody their tokens. There was no issues.
It's very smooth.
Very smooth. It wouldn't be the same with this debit card on ramp. And so we've pulled back, not doing it, but just potentially looking at another solution for that. But it's not that the old solution is off the table. It's just that, again, wanting to provide the most comprehensive, least amount of integrations that we can possibly do with the best possible outcome for all the users. Aside from that, I think we really covered, briefly here covered most of the topics from earlier today. Michael, was there anything else that came up in that AMA that we didn't cover here?
Not that I can really think of. It was a lot. It was a lot to go over. So I definitely think that the community, both this AMA as well as last AMA, was important, and I think that it's been good to get people the questions that they've had, get their answers to them. But I don't think there was anything else really.
I think there were a few other things I'm recalling now. So we talked about education. So tomorrow,
Oh yeah,
Arnav and
Arnav's
Anthony.
education.
So yep, Arnav and Anthony are now engaged on education. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into small little videos again. We were doing those initially. Arnav and myself were doing those initially. And then we got caught up with a bunch of other stuff. But now that this is really starting to hone down, Anthony has come on board and he's going to be assisting Arnav. So we'll be having these educational series that really focus on, for example, I think one that, we had that post a couple weeks back when when that whole hack went down with OpenSea, out of the BankSocial, we posted about removing approvals. And then you wrote that great article about that. It got great traction. And so I think what we want to do is we want to start showing people with videos how to do these types of things. And that's what's going to come out of this, this educational series, quick, brief, and really start to expand the reach of BankSocial, Financial, and just our educational platform to help people feel comfortable with using crypto. And then one of the other things we discussed was, our telling the world about the financial products. And so we've got some great articles coming out in some great publications. And then you guys saw we've started Block Street, which has been really successful. We've got a great open rate, a couple thousand emails going out there, and we've got some great feedback. And I think the team's doing a great job compiling that every week for you guys. Just got some great information each week, and they're really spending a good amount of time to make sure that we're capturing the essence of what's happened in the prior week. Aside from that, we've got the video series that we've started up with Caitlin. She's done a great job. She's really put forth the effort. We're upgrading her audio and video equipment so that we can start making some really stellar videos that just outline the entire the multiverse of BankSocial and financial capacities and capabilities, so that people have a real good grasp and understanding, and something that they can go back to a few times and listen to that's very specific, as opposed to in these chats, we talk about so much and, we kind of hit the points high level, and it's, people don't really get the details out of what we're doing. And so we feel like these video series, paired of course with great outreach, will start to do wonders for really showcasing the available utility of the ecosystem. But I think aside from that, that was everything that we covered in the earlier meeting.
I would say so. It was a lot to take in for a lot of people. It's been, we noticed, and actually I missed it when we were getting ready to go live, is that our last video update like this was the New Year's Eve update. So I don't think our title actually got updated before we went live. I tried to fix it. Hopefully it will update to today's.
I see that now.
We'll see if the text updates. Hopefully it does, and we'll go from there. But I think we'll hop back into the alt VR space and talk to people in there. There's been a few people joining up. Arnav actually brought it to my attention just a second ago that we were not streaming on the background in there this time.
Oh, well, unfortunate. So we'll go ahead and get back in there. I think we had some people turn up just in the other medium. So let's go ahead and get back in there.
Educate people.
Yep. All the love, all the power. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start to do these AMAs more frequently now that we've got a lot of these regulatory hurdles behind us. They were just taking so much time and so much effort that we really felt it was better spent in actually getting those things done than just trying to tell you guys about what we're trying to do. But now that they're actually starting to happen, I think that we've got a runway to really get out here and start to showcase the utility. So let's jump back into it. Thanks so much for joining me again, and thanks for joining us again tonight on the Q1 BankSocial AMA.
Sounds good, John. You have a good night.
Thanks. All the love, all the power.